We're officially live from the bench now. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. To everybody that's watching this episode or listening to the streaming platforms on Apple Music, Spotify, or Spotify podcast, whatever you catch us on there. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. This is episode 44 of Off the Bench podcast, man. Y'all go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're on the YouTube platforms. Uh, we got some NBA basketball, more back NBA basketball talks for y'all. We're gonna go on here and get right into this episode. This is gonna be a episode full of I don't know how I can really say what I really want to say, but there's been a lot of good basketball going on. Half of it's a lot of bad basketball going on. But we're gonna hear to dissect it and go ahead and dive into it, man. As you know, Saturday as I'm recording this, we had a couple games on today. We had a 4 game slate, Magic Cavaliers, Pelicans and Thunder. Um Heat Celtics and Denver Nuggets and Los Angeles Lakers. They end up playing this last game, which I just got done watching that as I'm recording this right now after their game. But we're gonna get into that game a little bit later. We're gonna kick off to the game that happened yesterday that we didn't get to talk about. So we're gonna go ahead and today with first game up, man. The Bucks Pacers. The Pacers end up taking a 2-1 lead over the Milwaukee Bucks. And man, hey, the boys they came to play. They getting it done on both sides of the floor. They just got a deeper team than the Milwaukee Bucks right now. It seems like they wanted more. The Milwaukee Bucks, they coming out there flat. They thinking everything just gonna be handed to them. Hey, but them young boys out there in Indiana, they coming out there to play. Tyrese Halliburton. He coming up with all these trash fits and all these pregame rituals. It don't even look like he can hoop for real outside of being on the court. But yeah, they're doing this thing, being a real point guard, being a floor general, being that type of distributor that at the point guard position that you so desperately need in today's NBA. He being at a true, consistent, steady presence that they need offensively. Throughout the games, he might not be having the big scoring impact nights, but he finished last night with about 13, 14, 15 assists. So that's definitely what they need. You had Miles Turner going off as well, doing things like that. Uh, but hey, man, the Milwaukee Bucks, they better wake up sooner or later, cause hey, like I said, then them Pacers, they come to win. They come to hit y'all in the mouth. They already done beat y'all multiple times. You got Tyrese Halliburton doing a Dame time in front of Dame in the East season tournament, doing all this. So they already got their confidence high up. You already down Giannis, so they already think they can beat y'all. Now y'all let them go and take a 2-1 lead right there. You let them steal one on your home floor. And they come back now they on their home court. They end up winning. And hey, that Milwaukee Bucks, man, that's not how you want to win, especially being a veteran. I mean, that's not how you want to lose game 3, especially being a veteran ball club as they is. Uh they had many opportunities to win the game, but rebounding when it come down to the playoffs, rebounding and defense is, one of the two things that can factor into winning or losing a playoff game, playoff series, winning a championship or losing the championship. Also turning the ball over, they go into one of the components too as well. But hey, once you get into those high leverage moments, it's time to win a ball game. You need a defensive rebound to secure the win, which the Milwaukee Bucks didn't do in overtime. They end up getting the Indiana Pacers end up getting what, 6 offensive rebounds consecutive back to back to back, which ultimately end up resulting to Milwaukee Bucks downfall. They could have won the game in regulation, but they couldn't rebound the ball. Gave up 3 offensive rebounds in regulation, would end up making them go into overtime. Where Chris Middleton, he had himself a game. Chris Middleton looked like the Chris Middleton in 2021. That Chris Middleton looked like the Chris Middleton without one leg. Without the bad leg. You know, Chris Middleton, he was hooping 42 and 10. That's the type of Chris Middleton that the Milwaukee Bucks need moving forward. Hey, but like I said, the Milwaukee Bucks, they in trouble. We just came out reports that Damian Lillard, he just have a apparent Achilles sprain going on, that he in a walking boot. You already got your star player and Giannis Antetokounmpo in a walking boot. Well, not in a walking boot, but he having injuries himself down there with Achilles and calf injuries and things of that sort like that. So your top 2 guns for the Milwaukee Bucks is down with injuries, and you already down in the series 2-1 on the road right now in game 3, which the Indiana Pacers are already steaming, high rolling. They got confidence now. They got confidence. Now you got Dame Lillard going. Now you got your two best players down. Now they're just even more confident. Now they like, all right, man, we going ahead, time to put our foot on their necks. Go ahead and just go in for the kill. And they, like I said, them young boys, they hungry. They just way more deeper, way more feisty, way more athletic on the perimeter, on the inside. And without Giannis, this gonna be food all day for Miles Turner. Brook Lopez can't do nothing with him. Hit about 4, 5 threes. Brook Lopez, that's all he want to do is shoot threes. He ain't trying to rebound. He ain't trying to move his feet. He ain't trying to do nothing. How is you 7 feet tall? Can't give me 6 rebounds. You can at least give me. Come on now. That's not winning basketball. Uh, but shout out to the Indiana Pacers, man, taking the 2-1 lead, man. Hopefully that. Well, I ain't gonna say by the sound of it, it look like that Dame gonna be out probably for the rest of this series. So hey, y'all better Milwaukee. If all my Milwaukee Bucks fans, I'm pray for y'all in the comments. In the comments, everybody spam pray for Giannis. Free Dame. You know what I'm saying? He already got the Glorilla allegations. He can't focus on basketball because he in Wisconsin. He going through a divorce. His ex-wife and Glorilla, they got a beef going on. He got a lot going on. Now he in the Achilles boot where he can't play basketball. Man, hey, everything going bad when then Dame Milwaukee Bucks and all their fans, things like that. But yeah. But moving on, man, we got the Clippers Mavericks. Excuse me. The Mavericks, they took a 2-1 lead. Winning game 3, 101 to 90. And right now, 3 games in, Paul George, where you at? Podcast P, where you at? You had yet to introduce yourself into this series. 7 points, 30 plus minutes. That's all you can give me. That's all you got. Especially when you're on the roll right now. This is game 3. I ain't gonna say it's a must win, but the game is important. You lose game 3, hey, game 4, you better strap up the boots and ready to go to war because you go down 3-1. GG's. Paul George, well, yeah, your ass is on the clock. I told you already before the series started. You can't go outside in back-to-back years first round. Last year you didn't play. Last year you didn't play in the first round playoffs because you were dealing with injury. Now you coming back. Come on now. You said before the season you was coming the kill. You was on all bad time with everybody. You was coming to bully people. I need you to show that type of stuff that you was talking on the podcast, Pete. Come on, Paul George. Kawhi Leonard. If you hurt, don't play. Cause what you doing out there, you're not helping the team, my boy. Seven points, 20 minutes. Seven, come, that's not helping the team, brother. Yeah, you already know your knees bad. Your knees 80, you 32. That ain't a good combination. You out there, you trying to rush back. You hurt. You ain't doing them hurting the team. Game 1, they won. They look good. As soon as you come back with all this stiff movement and you just don't look right, Kawhi. I just think you just need to sit down and get whatever you need to do, get repaired in the offseason, my boy. Cause you hurting the team. You is the Mavericks best player. James Harden, I ain't got too much bad things to say about you, unfortunately. Because you been holding it down for the Clippers. You been doing your thing. You been balling out. I'm gonna respect you for that because you've been consistent. You've been putting your hard boots on. You've been going to work. You ain't been complaining. I ain't been asking where James Harden is, what he been doing. You been kind of been the bright spot for the Clippers. Westbrook, come on, dog. You can't be out here fighting this, brother. And PJ Washington, you can't be out here pushing no nigga out here who ain't scored. You are if a nigga ain't scored and he playing all those minutes, hey, you as soon as you push me, I ain't scored all game. I'm 1 for 7. I'm 0 for 7, 1 for 6 from a 3. Shit, I'm ready to fight too. You better stop playing with me. Hey, I'm already getting good cardio in. I'm already ain't hitting shots. So Westbrook, he ready to fight. He on bad timing. He walking, he storming out, ready for somebody to say something so he can go off again. He pushing people left and right. You got Paul George, his mind on podcasting. Kawhi got knees of my granny. Just everything all bad right now for the Clippers. I already knew how this series went. Game 4 gonna tell me everything I need to know tomorrow. 2:30 Eastern time Pacific, whatever. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, you got to show me some. Y'all is on the clock more than any team in the playoffs right now. Back to back years, 5 years, 5 years together. You and Paul George. Y'all got one conference finals, one conference finals between the 5 years. Now you're on the verge of getting bounced in the first round again in back to back years. You went and got James Harden. Trash. That's all I'm gonna say. Trash. Uh, but the Mavericks, man, shout out to them. They've been playing good ball. They've been playing good ball since the trade deadline. They got the pieces that they needed. Game 1, I feel like it was it was a fluke. They came out flat. They scored 8 points in the first quarter. You know, which, you know, which which is very physical. You seen Game 2, they end up winning. Game 3, they end up winning by 11 points. Game 4, um, they at home. The role players, they play better at home. And so it ain't looking too good right now for the Clippers, man. You got Kyrie hooping, two points in the first half, 17 in the second half. Out there looking like Uncle Drew's hitting step back threes, contested threes, fading leading threes. Hey, that boy Kyrie special. With local magic, what he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? He the boy. He do not like the Clippers, so whenever he got an opportunity to put 30, 40 on him, he gonna do it. And so the Clippers, they playing with fire right now. They don't win Game 4. Tyloo, you know what I'm saying? I got a team. I got a team where you can slide to, where your presence might be needed, might be felt, what you deserve. Now, I'm gonna get into that game a little later, but moving on. But yeah, like I said, hold on, before I move on. Like I said, Clippers. Clippers. Mavs got a 2-1 lead. Game 4 will be played tomorrow, 2:30. We're gonna see what the Clippers gonna do. They gonna barbecue a meal, do they go down 3-1? Hey, hey, the talk's gonna be crazy that next morning. They're gonna be crazy Monday morning. All over ESPN, all over social media, everywhere. It's gonna be crazy. The conversation that we're gonna be having. Paul George, I just know you better show up though. You changing shoes at halftime. Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about no podcast when it come to Paul George. He need to be hooping, focusing. He talking about he want to win a ring. He ain't got too many years to playing around. Shit. Now, moving on, we got the Timberwolves taking a commanding 3-0 lead over the Phoenix Suns, winning Game 3, 126 to 109. And I ain't, this one right here, this one hurts the body. This one hurts the soul. This is a sensitive subject for me. We all know KD. I'm his, hey, ride or die, KD fan to the end. But I never thought it would come to this. And it's really hurting my heart, the type of basketball they is putting on display, the type of effort that they putting on display. KD, I ain't got too much to say about you. You've been doing your thing. I ain't gonna lie. 31 in Game 1. You only missed 5 shots in Game 1. Game 2 was a little mid, but it's okay. Game 3, you came back 25 points. You doing what you doing your half of what you was supposed to be doing. Bradley Beal, my boy. You said you came here for these type of games, for these type of moments. Here you are. Here you are. What you doing? You ain't doing enough. Now, last game, I'm gonna give you your props. Game 3, you played well. Game 1, Game 2, wait, I couldn't find you. Now, my only question is with you, Bradley Beal. If you gonna play off the ball, you got Mike. If you gonna play off the ball, can you at least be aggressive? You got Mike Conley guarding you, my boy. You is 6'4", 6'5". Mike Conley is 5'10" at best. If you don't go to work, now if you're not gonna be aggressive off the ball, please let D Book play off the ball and stop letting him bring the ball up. You be the point guard then. That's mind boggling to me. What's the point of you being off ball if you're not gonna be aggressive? You might as well just try to be the distributor. Shit. Frank Vogel, get his ass out of there. These rotations that he got going on, he steady playing Drew Eubanks. For what for? He averaging 12 minutes in this series. That boy, in 3 games, he got 4 rebounds. In 3 games, he got 4 rebounds. This is the bag up center we talking about. Why is he playing? We got Yusuf Nurkic. Yusuf Nurkic out here shooting floaters from the free throw line, shooting one hand. This man out here shooting face up at the elbow jumpers like he Joel Embiid. Bro, this is just bad basketball that the Phoenix Suns is playing, and it's hurting my heart, and it's hurting the body. It's hurting the soul that y'all doing this to me, cause y'all know how I feel about KD. Y'all know how I feel about Book. And speaking of Book, where you where you at? You have yet to introduce yourself to this series. Bring yourself to this series. What is going on now, Eric? Now, Book. This supposed to be your city, your franchise, your team. Your ass is in jail. You getting locked up. You haven't did nothing this whole series, boy. I need you to do something. You supposed to be the best shooting guard, and right now he took your money. He taking your money, robbing you. I ain't never seen nobody get hold like this. You ain't even fighting back. Fight back or something. This not. And it's, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to stay cool, keep my composure, do all this, but it's hurting the body that y'all doing me like this. Now I understand y'all still got one more game tomorrow that y'all got game for. I need y'all to win at least one game. Just one. At least go down swinging. Book, I need a 30-point performance for you. A 40 point or 30 to 35, 40 points. Bradley B, I need 25. Kev, I need 25 to 30. Hey, if y'all need to rebound the ball, take care of the ball, and y'all will be just fine. If Book would just wake up too. At some point in time, you're gonna have to insert yourself to the series, make yourself be known, make his presence be known. Cause Jay McDaniels got him locked up, won't let me out. He got him in hell. He got him in hell right now. Got him in pure handcuffs. I don't think he gonna let him out anytime soon. But shout out to the Timberwolves. They came ready to play good game plan. You know, defending their ass off as well. You know, Rudy Gobert having a series of his life. Got Rudy Gobert looking like the damn near best center in the league. No disrespect to Jokic. This just a metaphor. This not seriously, but Rudy Gobert, that boy hooping, affecting shots on the perimeter, affecting shots at the rim, and just intimidating everybody. Then off killing Yusuf Nurkic, Drew it banks on the glass. He just getting on, just doing all the things that a center should provide for a team is what he doing, and he making all the right plays. Uh, it's bad when you got Karl Anthony Towns flexing on you. How Karl Anthony Towns flexing on anybody? We know he's soft in the wet tissue. You know what I'm saying? He had the opportunity to do something when Draymond had Rudy in the full Nelson. He sitting there, he ain't do nothing. So that's all I'm saying. How's Quarantine Towns? Y'all letting Quarantine Towns flex on y'all. Y'all, that's soft. Come on now. And keep doing your thing, shot. You know, I've been on record many, many times. You gonna be the next up. Once my boy 35 from the Suns retire, you gonna be the next in line. Be my favorite player. I'm going to bat for you. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing your thing and keep letting them know about it that they can't mess with you. They can't guard you. Cause you the one. I ain't gonna lie. Keep doing your thing, Shaq. I ain't got nothing to bad say about and out there doing all the right thing. He letting the game come to him. He not forcing nothing. And him being a young player, uh accepting his growth, and you kind of seeing his growth in real time. His first season in the postseason was 2 years ago against the Memphis Grizzlies, which they could have won that playoff series, but them not having that type of experience, which ultimately ended up making them lose that. Just to see his growth in just real time in this series, just accepting the double team, understanding the hockey assists, not understanding that he don't have to be the main one, you know, out just making a play, because obviously he the foundation of the team. They go as he go. Just accepting the double team and just allowing and trusting his teammates to make plays off him, and trusting his teammates that they gonna make the right play. It's definitely growth to see Anthony Edwards, take his time, not, just letting the game come to him whenever the opportunity presents itself. You know, he gonna obviously take it. A transition. He just a talented, gifted player, man. Just can't say too much of enough about the job that Ant doing in this series, man. And keep doing your thing, Sean. 3-0 lead. Game 4 tomorrow. Phoenix Suns. Y'all messed up my night last 2 nights ago. Please tomorrow. All I ask is Sunday. I'm gonna go to church. I'm gonna do all these different things. I'm gonna talk to the pastor. Tell the pastor to pray for me. Tell the pastor to pray for y'all. Matter of fact, I don't play till later that night. So matter of fact, everybody for the Phoenix Suns, Frank Vogel, the whole coaching staff, the whole organization. Wake up, go to Sunday school, go to church. You know what I'm saying? Pray. Make sure y'all the demons is out of y'all, all the nervousness out of y'all, because I need y'all to go to work tomorrow. That's all I ask. Uh, yeah, game for tomorrow between the Suns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Moving on, we got the game today. The first game that was on for the 4 game header was the Magic Cavaliers. The Cavaliers. They end up losing this game, which now the series is tied. Wait. Is the series tied 2-2 or is the Magic up 2-1? I don't want to give y'all no false information. Series tied 2-2. No. Darius Garland, I don't know what to say too much about you. You averaging 11 points. You averaging about 4 assists per game. That's not gonna cut it. You got Franz Wagner. He out there hooping and he had 34 and 34 and 10. I know he had a double double. Shorty was out there hooping. Franz Wagner, that's with 34 and 13. No, Paulo didn't play particularly well. Had him a little off night, shot for 14, 9 points. But Franz, he held it down. And we already knew that the Magic, what they stood for defensively in the regular season, one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. They got size on the perimeter. They got size in size. They got Jalen Suggs, a good point of attack defender. Somebody who could contain dribble penetration. Stop the ball from getting into the paint. Uh, do all those different things. It's just a matter of time. I think just the main thing for this Magic is this is a good learning experience for them too as a whole. For them to be a good young team, get this type of playoff experience. The only thing that was kind of concerned me about the Orlando Magic is just can they make shots consistently from game in and game out for order to them. I don't think this year they have enough to be able to get over the hump. To be like a Boston or a New York or a 76ers or one of those teams. Because I just don't think they have enough shot making from the perimeter aspect. I definitely think they can get it to the paint. They can play physical and do all these different things. But, that's just the question with them. Can they just make shots consistently? Now, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, like I said, Darius Garland, no show. Donovan Mitchell, inconsistent. You don't know what he gonna do. One game he might give you 40. Next game he might give you 15. So I don't know. The experiment with them just not going how it's playing. Evan Mobley, we expecting him to take the leap. He haven't took the leap. But the guys that you expecting to take the leap from the Cleveland Cavaliers, you haven't got it from them. Darius Garland. I'm not just saying that I'm completely out on Darius Garland, but 11 points, I can't do nothing with that. My starting point guard is supposed to be basically he's supposed to be the second best player on the team. 11 points, averaging that, I can't do nothing with that. That's not winning basketball and playoff basketball when your second player averaging 11 points. That ain't gonna get you too far. Uh, Evan Mobley, obviously he playing good defense, thing like that, but we gonna need you to start putting up points, brother. At some point in time, you gotta become uh a problem on the offensive side like you is on the defensive side. Jerry Allen, he been doing his thing, holding his own, rebounding, doing all the things that he need to be doing, but he need help on the interior. Shit. Cleveland Cavaliers, they just don't got no wing defenders. I'm not gonna say what they don't got right now because the series not over. They still could possibly win, but from what I was seeing, hey, Darius Garland, time to step up. Evan Mobley, time to step up. Donovan Mitchell, the series could have been over. They could have easily been a 4 game series. Easy could have been a sweep, a 5 games, gentleman sweep. It Donovan Mitchell, BG, Evan Mobley all play how we expecting them to play coming into this series for them to take that type of leap, be one of the better elite defensive teams in this postseason. With that type of length and athleticism. On top of the rim protection that y'all got with the Twin Towers of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. We need more. We need more from the key guys. Jared Allen, he probably been the most consistent, key component from the Cleveland Cavaliers and out of this series. And, you know, you're gonna need we expecting way more players from the Cleveland Cavaliers, but you know, series is tied 2-2. Game 5 will be played, I think, tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. I mean, on Monday. So heading back to Cleveland. Hopefully Cleveland can get back on track because they've been getting their ass tapped the last 2 games. Lost game 3, 33, 31 points. This game by 25. It ain't looking too good for them. So hopefully they can get back on track. But next up we got the Pelicans versus the Thunder. The Pelicans end up taking the Thunder, they end up taking a 3-0 commanding lead and then winning the game 85-106. Excuse me. But the Pelicans, man, they just don't. Before I get to the Pelicans, let me just give praise to and flowers to the OKC Thunder. One of the younger teams in the playoffs. I think they is the youngest team in the playoffs, probably them and the Minnesota Timberwolves, but I think they're the youngest team in the playoffs. You know, everybody before the playoffs started, they said they didn't really believe in them. Some like they was probably the weakest links out of the number one seed they didn't see in the previous years, but they came out. You know, hey, they giving the Pelicans all they can handle. CJ McCollum, he don't know what to do with SGA. He dancing on them left and right, up and under him, shimmy left and right, hitting the midi all over his face. You got Luke Dort hitting threes. Chet getting about 5-6 blocks. Hey, the OKC Thunder, they playing good basketball right now. They got a deep athletic team. A young team out there with a lot of energy. A lot of slashes out there. It's hard to keep them out the paint. Which cause a lot of problems. You got to be able to stop dribble penetration. Then you got to be able to do a hard close out to the shooters out there that the OKC Thunder got. You know, they playing good basketball in the way SGA, he finally being that number one option on this stage. Finally seeing him and he finally coming into his shell. But I think a lot of this got to do with just the New Orleans Pelicans. When the hell is Brandon Ingram gonna show up to this damn series? You know, this hurt this playoffs. A lot of these players, they hurting my heart, man. They just hurting my heart. Early, I just seen somewhere on damn near on social media that they just compared Brandon Ingram to Rudy Gay. Now it's crazy. Now coming into the season, like I said, that it's hurting me. Coming into the season, I had Brandon Ingram as being a top 5 small forward, being on the same. Hey, I feel like Brandon Ingram is on the same wavelength as like the Jason Tatum's. The Jason Tatum's and Paul George's. He on that same wavelength. I feel like he was supposed to be cut from that same cloth when it comes to small forwards. He's supposed to took that next leap. This series, regardless without Zion tonight, you supposed to come in and take that next leap to be able to show everybody that y'all here, to be able to show that you here. But you just been up. You've been the same player since you came into the league. Obviously, you done had a little bit of moments. You haven't really ever since that Phoenix Suns series. You really haven't had too many moments. But Brandon Ingram, you hurt my heart, baby. Come on, you gotta give me some. Luke Dort, he being physical with you. You don't even want to get up shots. You can't even get shot attempts up. You can't even get the ball. You don't even want the ball. You don't want nothing to do with it. You got to be physical back. At some point in time, you got to fight back. With these teams, at some point in time, you got to fight back. That's all I'm asking. Brandon Ingram, fight back. CJ McCollum, fight back. Now, CJ McCollum, whenever a team needs you most, you supposed to be this veteran guy bringing his veteran presence and being all this. Whenever we need you, you ain't nowhere to be found. You highway robbery. Now, this soft-spoken dude in CJ McCollum, I already knew. I know. He talked too soft. He ain't got enough. He ain't got that dog in him. That's what I mean. He ain't got that dog in him. If he did, the series would look a whole way lot different than what they did, than what they've been doing. By the looks of it, I don't got them winning the game. I think Thunder, they gonna go ahead, them young legs over there. They done came and mollywop you on your home floor. Now, I'm just asking, like, y'all gotta get it together. When y'all gonna get it together? So
Man, I
Man,
don't
I
even
don't
know
even
what's
know
too
what's
much
too
to say
much to
on
say
that
on that
series. Like
series.
that
Like that
series
series
just
just
haven't been
haven't been
entertaining at
entertaining at
all.
all.
Been
It's been
really
just really
disappointing to
disappointing to
watch.
watch.
And what's
And what's
crazy because
crazy
I
because I
definitely think
definitely
this
think the
series could
series
have
could
went
have
a
went a
lot
lot
way
way
different if
different if
Zion wasn't
Zion
be
was be
playing
playing
because
because
you know
you know
on the
on the
interior for
interior for
OKC, I just
OKC, I
don't
just
think they
don't think
got
they got
nobody
nobody
physically who
physically
can
who
just
can
match
just
up with
match up with
Zion
Zion
being that
being that
dominant
dominant
presence, that
presence, that
dominant
dominant
force
force
that
that
Zion
Zion
is, just
is,
playing
just playing
above the
above the
rim,
rim,
being that
being that stocky
stocky 280,
280,
250 with
250 with
however
however
much he
much he
weigh.
weigh.
You know,
It was
it's
just
just gonna
gonna
be
be
overwhelming for
overwhelming for
Chet
Chet
Holmgren and
Holmgren and
Jalen
Jalen
Woods to
Woods
try
to
to be
try to
able to
be able to
keep up
keep
with
up
him
with him
and try to
and try to
bang with
bang with
Zion
Zion
all day
all
and that
day and
type
that
of
type
high
of high
flyer.
flyer.
But
But
but yeah,
but yeah,
man.
man.
Hopefully,
Hopefully,
game
game
4 will
four
be
will be
played on
played on
Monday as
Monday as
well.
well.
Hopefully, don't
Hopefully,
be a
don't be a
sweep. We can
sweep.
get
We
a
can
good
get a good
game
game
out
out
of
of it.
Brandon
Brandon
Ingram.
Ingram,
Wake up,
wake up.
wake up
Wake
and
up and
find.
finally,
Hey,
hey,
just like
just
I
like I
said,
said,
for all the
for all the
teams
teams
that's
that's
down
down
3-0,
3-0,
they're
they're
doing all
doing
these
all these
things.
things.
Game
Game
4
four
to
to
avoid getting
avoid getting
swept. If
swept.
you even if you
Even if
do
you
get
do get
swept,
swept,
you got to
you
come
got to
and
come and
fight.
fight.
Now
Now,
Travis
Travis
Kelce, he
Kelce, he
said every
said every
time they
time they
win in the
win in the
playoffs or in the
playoffs or in
Super
the Super
Bowl,
Bowl,
you got to
you got to
fight
fight
for your
for your
right
right
to
to
party.
party.
And
And
Brandon
Brandon
Ingram, you
Ingram,
ain't
you ain't
fighting.
fighting.
You getting
You
your
getting your
chain
chain
snatched,
snatched,
your
your
heart
heart
snatched, your
snatched, your
soul
soul
snatched.
snatched.
It don't
It
even look
don't even
like
look
you
like
don't
you
even
don't
want to
even want
hoop
to
no
hoop
more,
no
my
more,
boy.
my boy.
Luke
Luke
Dirk out
Dirk
there,
out
he
there,
putting
he
that
putting that
forearm on
forearm
you.
on you.
He putting
He
that
putting that
size on you.
size
You
on
don't
you.
know
You don't
what
know
to
what
do.
to do.
I'm
I'm
telling you, you
telling
don't
you,
know
you don't
what to
know what to
do.
do.
But
But
hey,
hey,
moving on,
moving
man.
on,
Heat
man. Heat
Celtics.
Celtics,
He
he
ended up
ended up
taking a
taking a
2-1
2-1
lead
lead
right
right
now.
now.
They end up
They end
winning
up
by
winning by
21-04 to
21-04 to
84.
84.
Um,
Um,
the
the
Celtics did
Celtics
what I
did what
feel
I
like the
feel like the
Celtics was
Celtics was
supposed to be
supposed to be
doing.
doing.
They're the
They is
better
the better
team.
team.
Without
Without
Jimmy,
Jimmy,
without Terry
without Terry
Rozier,
Rozier,
they
they
supposed to come
supposed to
out and
come out
win
and
by
win
20
by
plus
20 plus
points every
points every
damn
damn
game.
game.
There's no
There's no
reason why the
reason why the
Miami Heat
Miami
should
Heat should
be.
be
If the
if the
Celtics is
Celtics is
the
the
championship
championship
caliber
caliber
team that
team
they
that they
so
so
they
they
call
call
themselves and
themselves
so
and
ready
so
to
ready to
be,
be
to take
to
their
take
next
that
leap
next
and be
leap
able
and
to
be able to
win the
win the
good over
good
that
over that
mountain, to
mountain
get
to
over
get
that
over that
mountaintop.
mountaintop.
We need
We
them to
need
be
them to
able to
be able
take
to take
care of
care of
business
business
over
over
a
a
Jimmy-less
Jimmy-less
Miami Heat
Miami Heat
team.
team.
Give
Give
show
show
no
no
remorse.
remorse. Give them
Leave
leave
no
no
doubt
doubt
in
in
anybody's
anybody's
mind.
mind.
We the
We
better
the better
team.
team.
You
You
supposed to come
supposed
out
to
and
come out and
sweep them.
sweep them.
Now you
Now
end
you
up
end
letting
up
them
letting them
win one
win one
game, which
game,
is
which is
okay.
okay.
Now we
Now
just
we
need
just
you to
need you
come
to
down
come
and
down
handle
and handle
business
business these next two
games.
games.
You just
You just
came there, you
came there,
just
you
took
just
their
took their
heart,
heart,
you just
you
went on
just
their
went on their
home
home
court,
court
beat them
and
by
beat them by
20.
20.
Now we
Now
need
we
in
need
game
in
four,
game four,
we need
we
you to
need you to
resemble
resemble
that
that
same type
same
of
type of
energy and
energy and
effort in
effort in
game
game
that you
that
just
you
played
just
in
played in
game
game
four,
four
in
in
game
game
three, in
three in
game
game
four.
four.
You know,
You know,
that's when
that's
I
when I
know
know
that we
that
could
we
take the
could take the
Boston
Boston
Celtics for
Celtics
real
for
and
real
take
and
them
take them
serious.
serious.
Once
Once
we
we can
can
see
say
that a
certain level
certain
of
level of
consistency
consistency
of
of
dominance in
dominance
a
in a
postseason.
postseason.
Damn, a
Damn, a
regular
regular
season.
season.
We need to
We need
see
to see
a
a
postseason
postseason
of
of
dominance
dominance
to
to
believe that the
believe that the
Celtics is
Celtics
ready
is
to
ready to
be
be
who the
who the
Celtics
Celtics
proclaim that they
proclaim that
ready
they
to
ready to
be,
be,
and that's
and that's
NBA
NBA
champions.
champions.
In which
In
right
which right
now
now
I just
I
don't
just
see
don't
it
see it.
because right
Because right
now,
now,
regardless of
regardless of
who is
who
on
is on
the
the
names on the
names on
back
the
of the
back of the
jersey for the
jersey
Heat
for
and
the Heat and
Celtics,
Celtics,
it's gonna
it's
be a
gonna be a
dog
dog
fight.
fight.
And I
And I
think I
think
got
I got
Miami
Miami
winning this
winning this
game.
game.
I got
I got
Miami
Miami
taking this
taking
game
this
to
game to
7.
7.
You know,
You know,
and that's
and that's
crazy to say
crazy to say
without
without
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Now,
Now,
if this
if this
prediction is
prediction is
right,
right,
hey, the
hey, the
Celtics, they
Celtics,
ain't
they
winning.
ain't winning.
I'm telling
I'm
you that
telling you
right
that
now. They
right now.
ain't
They
winning
ain't
no
winning no
finals.
finals.
If they
If
go
they go
7
7
games
games
with this
with this
Miami Heat
Miami Heat
team, with no
team, with
Jimmy
no Jimmy
Butler,
Butler,
no
no
Terry
Terry
Rozier,
Rozier,
they ain't
they
winning
ain't
no
winning no
championship. I
championship.
don't
I
care
don't
what you
care what
say.
you say.
Now,
Now,
you can
you can
argue with
argue
you.
with you. You can,
Hey,
hey,
argue
argue whoever
want to
you want to
argue with.
argue with.
They go
They go
7 games
seven
with
games
this
with this
Miami
Miami
Heat
Heat
team.
team.
The
The
Celtics not
Celtics
winning
not
because
winning
that's
because
not
that's not,
no.
no.
You
You
supposed to
supposed
go
to
and get
go and
them
get
up
them
out of.
up
You
out of. You
supposed to
supposed to
wash your
wash your
hands with
hands with
this.
this.
Now,
Now,
that's all
that's
I
all I
really got
really
on that.
got
You
on
know,
that.
the
You know, the
Heat. You
Heat.
know,
They
they
know they
did what they
did what they
supposed to do.
supposed
I
to
feel
do. I
like the
feel like the
Heat.
Heat.
The only
The only
reason
reason
I
I
got
got
them
them going
going
seven
7 games with
games
the
with the
Boston
Boston
Celtics
Celtics
because
because
Eric
Eric
Spoelstra
Spoelstra one of the
he
he
probably, if
probably,
not
if
the
not
best
the
coach
best
in the
coach in the
NBA.
NBA.
I
You know,
think
I
he
think
got the
he got the
formula on how
formula
to
of how to
defend
defend
Boston
Boston
Celtics.
Celtics. You know,
Obviously
obviously they
they
done
met
met
up
up the
the
last
last 3
three
years in the
years in
Eastern
the Eastern
Conference
Conference
Finals,
Finals,
and every
and every
single
single
winner
winner
except for
except for
20
twenty
except for
except for
2020.
2020.
You
You
know,
know,
every time
every
they done
time they
met
done
up in
met
the
up in the
playoffs, they done
playoffs
win
and done win
7
seven
games.
games.
So
So
he
he
definitely know
definitely know
how
how
to
to
stop
stop the
or
or
contain the
contain the
Boston
Boston
Celtics
Celtics,
and
and
their
their
offense.
offense.
It just
It
more
just
so
more
can the
so can the
Miami
Miami
Heat
Heat
without Jimmy,
without
without
Jimmy,
Terry
without Terry
Rozier,
Rozier,
will
will
they
they
be
be
able
able
to
to
make
make
shots,
shots,
make enough
make enough
shots
shots
throughout
throughout
the
the
course
course
of
of
the
the
game
game
to
to
be
be
able
able
to
to
keep
keep
them
them
afloat, to be
afloat,
able
to
to
be
keep
able to
them
keep them
inside the
inside the
ball
ball
game?
game? You know, you know to be able to steal some of these games.
Which
Which
last game
last game
they was
they
able to
was
make
able to
enough
make enough
shots
shots
from the
from
beginning
the
of the
beginning.
game to the last buzzer of the game. And that's what you need to do, if you want to have a chance to get these bosses